everybody, welcome back to Jessica's Reading Room. My name is Kim and we are here for another book to film comparison video. And today we are going to be talking about Atonement by Ian McEwan. Now I realize that I am actually a little behind on this one because the book was published, 2001, 2002? Okay, now I gotta look. 2001, and the movie came out in 2007. Now, I am talking about the Keira Knightley and James McAvoy version, because I think there's another one, another TV show or something being made about it. I could be wrong, but when I was searching for it, I saw other stuff come up. So I could be wrong, but to be clear, I am talking about the 2007 Keira Knightley movie, Atonement. Anyway, so I realized that I'm a little behind. 13 years behind. But the thing is that I remember when the movie came out, I was a freshman in college, and those of you who are new, I went to Bob Jones University, so rated R movies were off limits for us. We were not allowed to watch it. It wasn't until later when my history professors told us that certain rated R movies were okay that I actually started watching rated R movies. This book has been on my shelf for a while. I found a cheap copy at Ollie's Bargain Outlet, which, shout out to Ollie's. I have gotten so many great books at great prices there, so yes. And I mean, I've kind of heard it described as one of those like classics that everyone should read, and there was a movie made from it, so I was like, okay, let's try it. Maybe, obviously I'm missing something, so let's go ahead and read it. And I did, and I enjoyed it immensely. I have not actually written the review on it yet, so stay tuned, that is coming. But I really liked it. I liked the way McEwan, most of it was all very internal, happening within the characters' heads, and yet somehow Ian McEwan managed to convince me that he was a 13-year-old girl who, was weird yet practical, romantic yet also a bit pessimistic, and dramatic yet grounded, and it's just all these things. I'm sitting there and I'm going, okay, wait, is Ian McEwan actually a 13-year-old girl? Because it's all very accurate what's happening here. And so I really enjoyed it, and considering the fact that not a whole lot of stuff happened, like I said, it was very character-centric. So yes, stuff happened, and the stuff that happened was big. It's just not a lot of stuff happened. It was definitely quality over quantity. Make sense? Yes. And so then once I finished reading it, I said, okay, this is great. We have a book that I just read. There's a movie. So let's watch the movie and we'll do a book to film comparison. I went into it with very low expectations because you guys know I'm the person who will always say, okay, almost always, 9 times out of 10 will say that books are always better than the movie. There are very few examples of movies or film adaptations that I will say are better than the book. I happen to think that Of Mice and Men with Gary Sinise and John Malkovich actually is a great complement, as in it helps to complete the experience of reading Of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck. I absolutely hated the Ready Player One movie because it just, everything wonderful about the book never made it into the movie, and it just, so, I'm an extremist when it comes to film adaptations of books. I love the idea of it, but then when I go into it, it just never actually works out correctly. So going into this, I said, you know what? It's going to be another one of those examples where I'm going to hate it, and then it's going to make me really upset, and then I'm never going to want to read the book again, and it just, why do I do this to myself? But I said, okay, we're going to be mature, we're going to be professional. So Ivan was at work, I went ahead and rented it off of Amazon Prime. Not gonna lie, I did not realize that James McAvoy was in it, and it was a pleasant surprise because I love James McAvoy. I think he is fabulous. And yes, I came from the generation where the first time I ever saw him was in Chronicles of Narnia, and he was a fawn, and yet I still crushed on him. So, yeah, that's my background with James McAvoy. It's a little weird, but I'm sure it's very common, too. So, yeah. Okay, no more rabbit trails. So, I started watching it. Like I said, I was just kind of sitting there like this. But from the beginning, I actually loved it. This is one of those few cases where I'm not going to say that the movie is better than the book. Okay, I'm not going to say that, because in this case, even as good as the movie was, I still say that the book is better. However, they didn't change much. That's what I found better than just about anything I had seen before. Because there wasn't a lot of stuff happening, they actually were able to make a complete movie without having to change too much of the storyline. Now, did they change a couple of things? Yes. Were they minor details that really honestly didn't have much to do with anything? Yes. Was there stuff that they unfortunately had to leave out because you can't fit everything from a book into a movie? Yes. But I was incredibly impressed because, like I said, most of this book, it was very internal. It was all happening in the characters' heads. And so that was something where I was like, how are you gonna put that into a movie? Is there gonna be narration? I mean, because we're talking about different perspectives. Where Bryony sees one thing, but then Cecilia and Robbie see something completely different. And, then it's the reality is a completely third perspective of what's going on. And I was really nervous. But then, was there in the first, half of the movie, was there a lot of silence? Yes. But yet somehow they still managed to portray a lot of stuff that was in the book. I was incredibly impressed. And I'm going to say this because this is kind of a big deal. That's actually, I'm pretty sure this is my favorite role for Keira Knightley. I thought she was brilliant. And I didn't cry at the end of the book, okay? Because, those of you who have read the book or watched the movie, you know the twist. Which I had a theory on what the twist was, but I was very, very wrong. So this is one of those examples where I had a crazy theory that was very much wrong. So that's okay. Anyway, I didn't cry at the book. Did I feel it? Yes. But did I sit there and cry? No. In the movie, I cried. So, our standard here at Jessica's Reading Room for, if we approve of a movie or not is, if you watch the movie, can you go without reading the book? In this case, I can actually give an enthusiastic yes. Will you get more out of the movie when you read the book? Absolutely. That's usually the way it's going to be. That's kind of how it always is. But in this case, I really don't have anything to say, anything negative to say about that movie. The casting was excellent. The acting was amazing. The story was excellent. The plot line was true to the book. So overall, this book has my complete approval. Movie has the complete approval. Okay, I don't know. I really loved it. I thought it was fantastic. As a book nerd who loves books, but then is disappointed in film adaptations, I was not disappointed about this one. I loved this one. I thought it was excellent. And so if you're not going to read the book, then you absolutely can watch the movie. Loved it. Thought it was great. Excellent. Yes. And look at that. We're at 10 minutes too. We did it, guys. We are getting this conciseness down here in 2020. Yay, us. All right. So Atonement by Ian McEwan. Excellent book. Excellent movie. I would love, love, love to hear your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. If you have a suggestion for a book to movie or book to film adaptation that you would like me to look into, then please tell me down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.